And introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, he weighed in at 66.7 kilograms and trains under Mick Maloney out of Mildura Martial Arts. Fighting out of Mildura, Australia, with a professional record of 16 wins for 11 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the cage, Jesse Funky Cold Medina! And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he weighed in at 66 kilograms and trains under Pasha Stoiler, Damage Mia, and Ben Johnston out of Southside Training Centre and the Fight Centre. Fighting out of Sunshine Coast, Australia, with a professional record of 9 wins for 7 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Diego El Pantera Negra Pereira!
Come set it. Right, we've been through the rules, you know my instructions. Make sure you listen to my command at all times, defend yourselves at all times. Good luck to you both, hook them up, come back ready for it.
Eternal 75 main event here at the Southport Shark Sports Club. Jesse Medina in the blue, El Pantera Negra in the red. Peter Hickmont is in charge of our main event this evening. Scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Tanir Nathan cage side with Ben Vickers. What a way to cap off an incredible night.
Do you know what, if I was a promoter, I would have called this show The Real Ones, because I do moan all the time about there not being enough real fighters left in Australia. These are 2 of the realest fighters you're ever going to find in Australia. I've never seen it again, like I've talked about so much this evening, these 2 turn down a fight.
Absolutely. Tonight's main event, proudly brought to you by our friends at Proper Number 12 Irish Whiskey. And a centre cage from Medina as Diego in true Black Panther style on the outside, picking his shots.
So sharp is Diego, but that inside leg kick is quick. And here I was surprised to see Diego give ground to stand against the cage. But he seems to be comfortable. He's outputting a lot.
Well, you made mention of that earlier. A new and improved Diego Pereira is what we were expected to see tonight, especially fighting out of the Fight Centre under Ben Johnston, alongside teammates out there, including Cass Haberfield, 12-0 in Muay Thai himself. And you can see the stand-up of Diego as he lands a nice check left there, but Medina takes him down. Good position here for Funky Cole.
But Diego's normally so sharp with his kicks, and it was just a little bit of a lazy kick, and Jesse, being the vet that he is, caught the leg and hit the sweep, and we find ourselves in our first grappling exchange.
Well, you said it yourself, you wouldn't mind 15 minutes of grappling.
Yeah, I prefer him to be on the ground, not just leaning against the cage, but we'll get there.
We will get there.
I mean, I'd be more than happy with 15 minutes of striking too, but I just want to see these boys grapple. Diego's so strong, just finds his base straight away, back up, back to his feet. Jesse's got double unders here from the back with a body lock. It's not a good spot for Diego to be in, but I think his strength is going to help him out a lot in the grappling exchanges tonight. I think he's got a strength advantage. Jesse did want a belly to back in there or something similar, and he can't lift. What's his name? Diego. Sorry,
Diego Pereira.
Yeah. Great turn. Oh, and a beautiful knee. I think there was a knee. Both hands went around the head. I don't know if the knee went. I couldn't see from where I was, but
we certainly threw one. Don't know if it connected or not.
And look, Jesse's clearly had a hard weight cut. He missed weight. I think we have to
make mention of that. Yes.
Make mention of that. You know, he missed weight by 400 grams, which isn't a lot, but it shows that there were issues. Because Jesse, as we said, is a veteran, and I don't know I've ever heard of him missing weight before. So you always wonder what's happened.
Well, let's see if Diego can turn the tables on Jesse here tonight, as he has one underhook secured, but it's Funky Cole making it difficult for him as he looks to land knees.
Well, and now I'm interested to see what happens when Diego has the center cage, whether he can land some damage on Jesse.
All eyes on tonight's main event.
Good shoulder and level changing from Diego.
No doubt
I'd like to see a little more employment of the jab from both men, to be honest. I feel they're using inside leg kicks as jabs, to be fair. Jesse's another one whose chin's just a little high up for me on occasion. His right hand's really tight though.
Let's see if Diego can exploit that as he goes high.
And when you get double-digit fighters like this, they're not going to waste energy.
No.
They're not going to do anything crazy for the most part. And you can expect sometimes a little bit of a slower, more technical fight. So expect the fight to heat up. Diego is known occasionally to start a bit slow too.
Yes.
So expect this thing. This is warming up nicely here. Beautiful head kick from Diego.
Again with that head kick, he went to the body, but Jesse caught it. Came back with a counter of his own. You'd have to say, Ben, absolutely no doubt that their fellow featherweights will be watching this matchup very closely.
Oh yeah, these boys are floating around the top of the division, that's for sure.
Reigning champ Justin Van Heerden.
Well, I know Abdallah Biada would love to get his hands on Diego and run that one back.
For the history of the UFC as they dive into the UFC Fight Pass archives and provide comedic commentary. The series premiere is live now, free on YouTube, and all of Season 1 on UFC Fight Pass. Back to the action here at Eternal 75, round 2 underway.
I just want to see Diego pump the gas, change tempo a little bit. And it looks like he's going to do that. Like I said, he is guilty sometimes of getting off to a little bit of a slow start. What you'll find with Diego is that it's very hard to find your range with him because he moves a lot. And it's good movement. It's not wasted movement, it's not big movement. But he makes these little feints, these little level changes, and he's always changing his position, which makes it very hard. You need an active jab to try and establish where you are with Diego. Beautiful.
Stiff jab down the middle lands for the Panther.
I don't get no better than that from me.
Absolutely not. Boxing 101, Ben. And again.
And Jesse back with a jab of his own.
Filling out process seems to be over here in round 2.
Show hands, let's go, show hands. Show hands, good. That's it.
You can hear Ben Johnston in the corner of the Panther.
That's it.
Telling him to cut angles as he lands a jab there, Ben. Go ahead.
Yeah, and Jesse landed a little left hook on the return as well. Jesse's finding his moments on the counter here. He's almost like absorbing a shot to give one. Sometimes not the best plan, but he's having some success with it at the moment. It's just a bit upright for me. I'd like to see him change his level a little bit.
Let's go. Yes.
Sit down a little bit. Oh, big shot from Diego there. Nice clinch from Jesse in the knee. Just missed, I believe.
Funky Cold trying to catch Diego on the break with that knee as he goes inside with the leg kick. And a right hand for Funky Cold again.
Diego, I think Diego knew that he knew the shot was coming, the level change was coming. Jesse got the cage position that he wants and took advantage of it. But he's working very hard for this. And Diego's strong in this position. Beautiful scramble for Diego. And he's on the hips, dominant head position. He's looking at a guillotine here, Jesse, but I don't think he's got the position for it. Diego is in like a heart. He could pass him into that standing mount that Niam Steven had against Kobe a fair few times. And now he's locked up in that half guard. He looks to have good head control. It's going to be a process now that Jesse needs to go through. He needs to try and sidle himself up to the cage, not be flat, regain some athleticism, regain some posture, and start slowly climbing his way back up to his feet. But Diego's making that very difficult to him with that head position. This is better for Jesse. He's gonna find his way to the cage. But Diego's done really well. Jesse blocked it. He ran around the other side to try, and he's got there in the end.
And he's a BJJ black belt in his own right, is Diego Pereira.
This is a better side for Jesse to be on because he can get on his hip a bit better and try and get that underhook. He doesn't have the cage defending his back, but he's got a little bit more space to work with.
That's it.
But this is a good spot for Diego. If he can consolidate this position, take a couple of breaths, get some energy, free himself up for some space and start trying to land some damage. He's got a long time to work. He's got 90 seconds here. I'd like to see him start to land some damage at some point. Jesse's doing a very good job of staying active. And when you stay active on the bottom and keep moving, the attackers are more concerned about not losing the position and doing damage. So Jesse doing a good job of stopping himself from taking strikes.
Absolutely. And it's almost a veteran move from Diego, staying on top, staying heavy.
Win the round.
Yes. He spent a week at City Kickboxing in New Zealand in preparation for this fight, and he's passed the guard. He's almost into Mount Ben.
And he's got some isolation on arms.
There he is now. He's taking
if he retains the back here, that is phenomenal grappling from Diego.
Attacking the neck is Diego Pereira, and he's right in front of Pasha Stoiler. That's exactly where you want to be in this position.
Not if you're Jesse Medina.
Not at all if you're Jesse. Palm to palm for Diego.
And he's under the neck here, but Jesse will be very calm in this position. He has been here many times across his veteran career. But he does need to address that rear hand because it's deep and it's over his shoulder and it's hard to recover from it. He's going to see the round out from here. If I was Diego, I'd start landing some damage, see if he can land a couple of shots from the back position. But a great round for Diego.
Well, you said it first, Funky Cold. He's got all the experience in the world, and he does make it to round 3. Signed up. Thank you for joining us. Third and final round of our main event here tonight.
More of the same from Diego, I'd say. Jesse needs to step on the gas, put some pressure, either get top position and try and work his grappling, or start landing some more of those leg kicks he's been having some success with and doing some damage on the feet.
Well, depending on how you score this fight, we could be one apiece going into round 3. And Diego catches a high leg kick there from Medina and takes him down.
And look, we've seen how good Diego is in this position, how strong he is, and how hard he is to move from this position. He is also in the center of the mat, which is going to make Jesse's exits a little bit more difficult because he hasn't got the help of the cage. Expect Diego to be tight here. There is a bit of space here now for opening up. I wonder if Jesse could slide that left arm in for an underhook. Great positional control there by Diego. Just staying one step ahead of the game, moving enough not to let Jesse get settled and think about his escape. Again, that strong head control, which makes it really difficult to get up. And he's making Jesse expend a lot of energy here.
He is.
Beautiful shot there. Probably doesn't want to put his head right there, that's it. Good head control, he could drive forward now. Nice elbow on the inside. He's got double unders, expecting to force him down to the mats. He's got the butterfly, Jesse. Oh, he's lost it. Half guard again, but Jesse's on his hip and that knee is mostly free. He's got the Dagestani handcuff. Oh, Jesse did well to get out of that. But then back to the head control. It's great grappling.
High-level grappling, Ben.
Just 2 black belts getting after it. This is what I asked for.
Absolutely. You did ask for this prior to the fight, and I'm glad you're here to call it.
I think he's looking for that head and arm there, just trying to get under the elbow. It's my favorite submission. He's on the right side. Diego just wants to maintain his position. Oh, he doesn't. Jesse's done a great job of getting on a single, creating the space and standing back up, and here we go.
By Funky Cold to get back to his feet. Sorry, Ben, go ahead.
No, we've got half the round to see now if Jesse can pull something out of the bag. And look, he knows, you can see it on his face, he knows he needs to do some damage. That's beautiful there from Jesse, but the strength of Diego and those hips, the way he got those hips away there, Jesse was deep, but he's in.
He's going to take it for a ride, and down goes the Black Panther. Medina in control now.
Scoot straight to the cage. The cage securing his right side so Jesse can't get his hook, and he slowly builds his way safely back up towards his feet. He's got to watch the knees here, because the minute that hand is removed, that's it. He builds back up a bit. Jesse's doing a good job of keeping him busy. See how he's not leaving him any time just to chill in that position and find his defense. He's always making him work. He's always moving the position. Fight those hands, Diego. That's it. He's on the hands.
I think this fight will go right down to the wire, Ben. A great round in the first for Jesse Medina. Round two, you'd have to think, obviously belongs to Diego Pereira. But back and forth we've gone in round three. With just over a minute left, both these guys got to work because nothing's guaranteed, Ben.
Yeah, and I literally, like, I'm going to be honest, I can't remember what happened in the first round now. Because there's been so much going on, and you kind of get lost in the moment when you're talking about it. So I have no idea who's going to win this fight. All I know is that for me, it seems that Diego's been dominating in the latter part of the fight. Beautiful takedown. Beautifully executed takedown. And Diego is now 50 seconds away, I would say, if he controls Jesse for this last 50 seconds from winning this fight.
Well, let's see if he can do so. The multiple-time Queensland BJJ champion. Certainly performing in the grappling exchanges. As he looks to keep Medina on his back. Jesse grabs the leg.
Beautiful.
Oh, look at that, straight to the back. Both hooks in, body triangle secured. And with over 20 seconds left, the Panther's got to try and finish this fight palm to palm for
That's
Diego.
tight too, you know. That's tight, you know.
10 seconds left, can Funky Cold survive?
Oh, Jesse did the right thing. Flip to the other side, that is a crank. He's got the hips, everything's going here. Jesse's just clinging on. He might.
They will go the distance. My goodness, what a fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. Our 3 judges score this fight 30-27, 29-28, and 29-28. For your winner, via unanimous decision, in the red corner, Diego Pereira.